Hello everyone, this time I'm going to show you a ZvT and it's going to be a bit more about the Terran build order rather than mine this time around. I already talked a lot about my 3 roach opener. I showed off some fancy drop play, I showed off some Swarmos play, and now it's time to show off a Terran going for widowmine Banshee. Yes, this Terran is going to build pure widowmine Banshee and is going to do a lot of damage with it. How, you ask? Well, we will see. This opener is a very standard opener, going for Marine, widowmine and some tank drop harass. You see a lot of tank drops on this map because this ledge is very abusable. He can fire at my gas. I'm not quite sure if he can fire at my minions. I think from this position he definitely can, from this one I'm not sure. But map balance concludes he can. Anyways, we see a standard 1-1-1 opener from Terran. His tank feels a little bit late, maybe because he built the widowmine, I'm not quite sure. I of course pressured him with my 3 roaches a little bit, but didn't really do any damage, so he should be mostly fine. I use my 3 roaches at home together with an overseer to quickly dispose of his marine widowmine force. The tank drop came a little bit too late to really do any damage. As I always do, I follow it up on this space with a fast spire to deal with tanks and liberators. On his side of things we see some liberators produced. He finished his third command center, gets his eBay and armory, has his 4 gases, and is ready to throw down some factories, going up to a total of 3 factories. 1 barracks that I don't think will produce anything in this game after those initial marines, and he now spammed out some liberators. The liberators go cross map, immediately siege my mineral line and start damaging it. I luckily managed to clear out those rocks in time to morph some Ravagers. Expected these liberators to walk away, they said no, but the Ravagers say no to them. So I took those out without any problem. We ran in some widowmines, but already had my Ravagers in position. Now, this looks a little bit weird. We see 3 factories, 3 starports. What this usually means is, usually it would mean Mass Hellion Liberator. We don't really see a lot of Mass Hellion, but we see a lot of Mass Liberator play. He's getting the cloak upgrade, building more reactors to his starports, safely gets up his 3rd base, walls it off, and immediately starts his 4th at 8 minutes. That's I don't think that's an unusual time to start your 4th base, but he already starts his 5th base at 8 minutes as well, so that's very quick. He then begins the march of the widowmine. Oh, how I hate it. So I walk across the map with my Roach Ravager force, prepared to greet his marine tank army, and what I face instead are Banshees and widowmines. Now my response to this is, since I'm already going for the +2/+2 upgrade for my roaches, to spam out a lot of corruptors and overseers. If the roaches kill the widowmines, the corruptors kill the banshees, the widowmines, well, they die to the roaches. That's my plan. I built these swarm hosts to harass him. Sadly, his opinion was slightly different. It's hard for me to multitask against these widowmines while also using swarm hosts, so I'm not really going to use them too much. But before we continue with this game, I want to highlight his composition and explain how I think it works. So he has these banshees that, with the speed upgrade, are faster than any Zerg unit besides the Mutalisk, I believe, and of course the Zergling and maybe the Baneling. But the only unit that could damage them are the Mutalisks. So if he has the widowmines to take care of the Mutalisks, well, the Banshees cannot really be dealt with. Then he has the widowmines to run them into all my bases, making me build static defense and still killing a lot of drones. The widowmines also do a good amount of damage to air units via splash, so even corruptors and overseers are not fine. And my roaches, well, they explode against the Banshees, especially if they would be upgraded, which he does not do. He only gets the +1 ship plating, but no other. Now, one last thing, he goes for a lot of additional factories while staying on 3 starports, producing 9 widowmines at a time. So let's have a look at this. So the widowmines walk all over the place. He has Banshees all over the place doing damage to me. If you look at the workers kill count, he already killed 34 workers by widowmines walking in like this and shooting at my units, burrows widowmines at bases I haven't taken yet, does damage all over the place. However, all this multitasking is not only too much for me, but also too much for him. This is a GM terran on Europe, but even we Europeans have our limits. It's not only the NA players that are limited in terms of multitasking. So the Banshees eventually get killed by the Corruptors, and we have more widowmines running in, burrowing a little bit late, but still doing a lot of damage. Now at this point, up until here, I felt pretty confident. I have a nice Corruptor flock, I have a nice Overseer flock. If you look at his units, he has 10 widowmines, but they're kind of all over the place. And this prompts me to do a counter-attack. Now these widowmines of course walk in, pew pew, all my drones die, same old, same old. Now, I use the caustic spray ability to kill this planetary right now. I kind of miss these widowmines, and that's a fatal move, as they... Well, my 10 Corruptors turned into 2 Corruptors, into 0 Corruptors. Only 1 Overseer remains, and even that one dies. I then of course saw that his SCVs went over there, meaning, well, he took that base, making it the next place that I have to attack. Get there, take out the base rather quickly. He repairs it, but I did my damage with my roaches. The Banshees cannot clear the roaches fast enough. Then again, we have a lot of widowmines all over the place. Actually only has widowmines at this base right now, doing more and more damage. More drones die, more Corruptors die, more Overseers die. Supply wise, he actually manages to keep up with my supply. Killed all my Overseers yet again, so I have to retreat again. All his units are either cloaked or burrowed, so of course I can't really do any damage to them. He has these medivacs, which I believe are a mispress, I believe. One actually is alive since the start of the game. I'm not quite sure when the second one got built. Looking at the production tab, he's getting the +2 ship plating. He's building 3 Banshees and 9 widowmines at a time, as I said before. I do some roach run-bys to do damage to him as well. And well, I somehow have to keep up with all this harassment. So here we see more widowmines burrowing rapidly, shooting at my units, taking them out. I managed to take out this base with the caustic spray ability yet again, or as the commentators like to call it, the peon buildings ability. And this medivac is very alone. Widowmines shooting at all my units, doing massive amounts of damage. Oh, the horror. In this game, if you look at the workers kill count right now, he killed 95 workers, 96. I'm constantly spam producing workers if you look at the production tab, because it just kills that many. The widowmines are so effective if they get to my mineral line. I think I would need way more links and failings to deal with, way more static defense to deal with all these widowmines. But even then, if they can walk in and burrow, they can still fire once, kill 7 workers, easy peasy. And I cannot pull workers from all my bases all the time. I mean, I technically can, but I also have to take fights and harass him. I'm kind of limited in terms of multitasking. and I felt it this game. So I'm taking out this planetary again with the caustic spray ability, burrow another roach here as I always do as soon as I take out the base. And here we see more widowmines burrowing, then running away, burrow at the next base. Or they not so gloriously die. I now managed to get a lead in this game. It's down to 22 workers, only producing widowmines, so I feel pretty decent. But for a time it was the game looked very scary for me for a time. Again, I take out a base. I'm not sure if I don't even leave a roach there. Here we see more widowmines burrowing, taking out everything they see. But they all shot, and if a widowmine shot, they're easily picked off. Slight lag right here. Yep, here we continue, sorry for the lag. Not sure what my game was up to right there. More widowmines walk into this base, burrow, fire, all the drones are dead. I'm now down to 23 workers. Workers killed 135. So I can produce as many workers as I want, he just keeps killing them. However, my roach count, my corruptor count, they're too big for him to handle right now, and he eventually has to GG out. However, I still want to highlight how genius this strategy was and how well his execution went. Of course, I managed to eke out a win. I'm also not sure if this composition that I went for, the Mass Roach Corruptor Overseer composition, was the correct way to play this game. Maybe using links to trigger the mines, following it up with banelings to explode over them, and corruptors and overseers would have been smarter. And of course using link counterattacks at these spaces that they used to be planetaries but now they're orbitals. However, I don't think the link counterattacks would have done too much against the planetaries. Well, anyways, I thought this was an interesting game. I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitch or subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm happy for every subscription that I get. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.